Yo, out here making another video. Today, I'm going to be talking about what changes in your brain when you do a dopamine detox. I've been doing a dopamine detox for the last couple of days, so I've actually already seen significant changes even within myself just within a couple of days. So I can't even imagine what it's going to be like when I'm at like 90 days, 180 days. And I can't lie, I have been slipping up a little bit here and there, but every time I do that, I just pick myself back up and keep going down the path that I'm going towards, because every time that I fail and I keep going, I'm still one step closer towards my goal, which is becoming the person that I'm trying to be in my mind, the person that I'm envisioning. So, what changes in your mind? First of all, your dopamine levels start to get reset back to their natural levels, because previously, before doing a dopamine detox, at least for me personally and for the vast majority of people, their dopamine has been hyperstimulated to such a level that you don't really feel like you need to achieve anything anymore. It's easy to simply stay in your comfort zone and play video games and all that other stuff that I mentioned in that previous video. And it's easy to just stay in your comfort zone and live your life comfortably as it is, without striving to improve yourself and without striving to make a positive difference and change in the world, a significant one. I mean, the only way forward to improving yourself and becoming a better version of yourself is to go through discomfort, because if it was easy, then everybody would do it. But the fact is, most people are choosing not to do it. And that's actually a big advantage that everybody who does want to do it has over the rest of the world, over their competition. It's not a competition if the other players aren't even competing. You feel me? How many people do you know that are on semen retention, putting away, putting not focusing on women, rather putting their success first? When people are avoiding video games and social media and media in general, like Netflix, and not doing junk food and are working out. How many people are doing all that stuff and meditating? Not very many. People who are, they're really leveling up to a whole nother level compared to everybody else. The difference may not be apparent immediately, but in the long run, trust me, you'll see. It's a big difference. It's gonna be a big difference for me, I'm sure. That's just how I feel already. That's my hypothesis and what I predict, what I think. Because even these last couple of days since I have been starting the dopamine detox, I've noticed my productivity has multiplied just within those couple of days. I have so much more free time now. Now that I'm not wasting time playing video games and all of this stuff. I have so much free time and more energy. I make sure that I sleep on time. All this stuff. So the difference in your brain when you do a dopamine detox is that your brain starts to rewire itself. Your dopamine receptors return to their normal levels. So achieving things will actually stimulate your dopamine a lot. Like, I wrote an exam this morning, and oh my goodness, I felt so good after I came out of that exam room. You don't even know. I felt so dang good. It was amazing. And I still feel good about it. Because an achievement sticks with you, it's in your memory. And that's only a small achievement, of course. There's many, many more things that I have yet to achieve and I will achieve. It just takes patience and consistency, and I will achieve those goals that I have set out for myself. So that's the first thing. The dopamine resets to the natural levels. The next thing is that your brain starts to form new habits. Your neurons are wired together right now in a certain way, some neuron pathways are very strong because you've been strengthening them. The more neuron pathways are basically patterns of behavior. They're often strengthened by patterns of behavior that you do. For example, if you normally scroll your phone before you go to sleep, that's going to be a strong neural pathway that's been strengthened by repeated activation of that neuron pathway when you take that same action night after night after night after night, and you get that blue light from your screen in your eyes every night. That's going to be a strong pathway. And the more that you don't do that habit, that neural pathway will get weaker. I can't even speak today. Well, that neural pathway will get weaker, and when you replace it with a good habit, say for example reading, that other neural pathway, the reading neural pathway, will become strengthened over time, and that neural pathway will go thicker and thicker and thicker, grow thicker and thicker, while the other one will grow thinner and thinner. I don't think they ever separate. Maybe they do after a number of years. That's beyond my scope of knowledge. But the point is that the habits that you take, those neural pathways in your brain, those will be strengthened, and the habits that you stop will be weakened. For example, me, I used to smoke cigarettes and weed often, consistently, especially cigarettes. There were times where I would go through 2 packs in a day, not just one. Like, god damn, I was like trying to kill myself or something, I guess. Yeah, but now my life's good. I don't feel the need to have any cigarettes, and I regret that I was smoking. But, there's no point in regretting the past anyways. But yeah, those are the main points that I wanted to make. Dopamine's gonna go back to its normal levels. Your positive habits, your good habits that you make, those neural pathways are gonna be strengthened in your brain through repeated use, and those negative cycles that you're in, negative feedback loops, those series of habits which are bad for you, those are gonna become weaker in your brain. So if you like this video and want to see more content like it, hit the like button, subscribe, you know what it is. Peace.